Booker IPTV.
Today we're talking with Mike Hickson from Hickson & Associates. Mike, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here. We're talking about buyers. Of course, every realtor would love to know how to get more buyers. But, so let's go ahead and just address the question. I'm an agent. I'd like to find more buyers. I'd like to find them with financing in place and ready to purchase. I mean, I guess that would be the $65,000 question, right?
Tee them up. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. My source is usually lenders that have had people come to them. They come to them and say, hey, look, I'm looking to get the financing ball rolling. And then I get that phone call from that lender. They say, hey, I've got a buyer. They're ready to go. I've got them pre-qualified or pre-approved, and they're looking for a house. Keep them below this dollar amount, and we're ready to go. I think another good resource is your website. Mm-hmm. My website, not a ton of them come from my website, but if you get X amount of number per year, it certainly is worth putting your shingle on there.
At the end of the day, whether you're going to farm a neighborhood or you're going to do an email farming system, whatever it's going to be, this really boils down to a relationship business. Talk a little bit about that.
Relationship is what it's all about. I mean, referrals is huge for me. There's a magazine that does some surveys that go out every year. And for the second year in a row, proud to say that I'll be in that magazine. That comes directly from your clientele. So the relationship you build with your clientele, they're telling other people. And if you don't do a good job, they're telling a lot more people.
Yeah.
But thank goodness the folks that I've dealt with have spread my name around, and referrals is huge.
Yeah.
So it's how you take care of your business.
Obviously, in the last several years, there's been far more sellers than there have been buyers. I mean, everybody's a little short on the buyer end. And maybe agents say, I've got a lot of listings, but I'd really like some more buyers. Any tips that you can give them to kind of balance that equation out a little bit?
Cloning. You have to
Yeah.
How you get those buyers? Well, it comes back to, back in the good old days, you just really had to hit those prospect lists. You got to call people up and say, hey, I've got a great house. Do you know of anybody? There's a prospect list that comes out that Metro List provides. You got to call every single one of them.
Yeah.
And just remind them, hey, if you haven't seen it yet, I got a new listing on the market, and it sounds like it meets the criteria for your buyer.
Obviously, everybody's looking for those buyers, and you have to figure out a way to kind of set yourself apart. How do you do that in today's economy and business?
I just think exposure is the key.
Yeah.
You've got to get your name out there.
I tell people you just can't have enough conversations.
No.
I mean, when you're sitting getting your hair cut, and the gal or guy that's cutting your hair, ask them, where do you live? Do you rent? Do you buy? Are you in the market for buying? I happen to be a realtor. How about your family? What's your family doing for a house?
That's right.
I mean, I start a conversation with the grocery store clerk.
I was just going to say,
I
was wearing this pin the other day, and the grocery store line happened to be on the phone.
Yeah.
And conversation came up. I said, sure, here's my card. Give me a call.
Absolutely. That's how it goes.
It's exposure, yeah.
Yeah. Mike, thanks. Good information. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.